The year is 2009, but it feels like 1983. I left a phone number on the fridge where you can get some pizza and some extra money. Did I mention that I left some money for some pizza? You're going to want some pizza. Coming up next, House of the Devil.
I can tell you like it.
I love it. It's perfect. About the deposit?
I'll agree to waive all the deposit stuff. You just give me the first month's down, we'll call it a day, all right? It's hard coming up with all that money, isn't it?
It's gonna work out.
You're not the one with $84 in her bank account, and I checked her right on Monday.
You know what you should do?
Hi. I'm calling in regards to the babysitter flyer posted outside my dorm.
Tonight's big eclipse is now well underway.
I feel a little weird just dropping you out here in the middle of wherever we are.
You see, we actually don't have a child.
They lied to you.
I know.
They're liars.
Okay, I know you're right. But it's $400. This equals first month's rent and then some, and all I have to do is sit inside and watch TV. This is huge. This one night changes everything for me.
Here we go.
Are you not the babysitter?
Oh my God! Talk to me, Lord. Talk to me.
The mad and macabre.
Oh, what monster could have done this?
I'm just gonna bash your brains.
Live or die. Make your choice.
Wake up, little girl.
Playtime's over.
You don't know what death is.
Sliced and diced.
Welcome to a sad episode of All Guts So Gory. It's not that sad. It's just kind of sad because Charlie's not here. But to take his place will be Atticus. But before introductions, welcome to All Guts So Gory, a horror movie podcast with some knuckleheads that like horror movies and like to talk to each other about them. With me today is Mike, the serious one that keeps us on track,
Super
and
serious.
Atticus, the 16-year-old. He's diving into. He's like a deer that just learned how to walk. He's getting his feet underneath him for these horror movies, and it's fun to watch him grow and his tastes grow a little bit. All right, how's it going, guys?
Good, man.
Fantastic.
How are you? I'm great. Today we're talking about the 2009 Ty West movie House of the Devil. I think it's everybody's first watch except for me. I've only watched it twice, I believe. First watch that I did, I loved it. I loved the nostalgia of it. I loved the feel of it. I loved the canvas that he painted and everything. Second one, I was waiting for more to happen quicker, unfortunately. So I don't know why that is. Like, I should have known going into it. What about you guys? Talk to me about your first watch.
This was my first watch, and I liked it, man. I think in the hands of a lesser director, and we'll get into this, it's a Ty West film, his first or second film before he even did VHS, and definitely way before the Maxine trilogy. But, you know, he has obviously proven himself to be one of the horror's great directors. And I think in the hands of a lesser director, this could have been a horrible, terrible experiment.
Not in a good way.
There's a lot of stuff he does that is really nice, that keeps the tension up. If you read some reviews about this, and we'll talk about that too, critic score is higher than the fan score. And I don't really agree with some of the fan score stuff, but some of it I do. But in the hands of a lesser director, this could have been pretty bad. But this is also, some of the stuff's like up my alley, like 80s, check. Yeah. That's up my alley. Babysitters, check. I'm in. Unsettling House. I mean, that's the staple
like character in itself.
Staple of so many horror movies.
Okay.
So yeah,
I mispegged like when I was watching it last night.
You're gonna be like, Mike's not gonna like this. It's a slow burn.
I've seen Mike fall asleep during the like Terrifier, basically.
This is a slow burn, but we'll get into some of the stuff as we talk about it that I enjoyed.
For sure. Atticus, you did this in two sittings. You started it, you made it up to 34-ish minutes
it was
last
too slow
night, and then you
burn.
finished today.
way too slow.
What's hilarious is the 35th minute is when things got crazy real fast.
Yeah, like right when I turned it back on, I was like,
yeah, like the tone shift. So he sat through the first, like basically the slowest no action part of the movie. He's like, I gotta go to bed. And then he picked it up today, and it just started off with a bang. No pun intended, right?
But then there was a whole...
You're not the babysitter?
There's a whole section that was a lot of waiting.
There's a lot of waiting. Even after that point, it was such a tone shift, but there was still 30 minutes before real danger happened, right? So we'll get into all of that and more.
Do you find yourself on like the first watch of a movie, if you feel like it's a slow burn, like hitting pause for a second and just being like, how much time has gone by? Right. Or like, where are we at?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like, okay, it's been 20 minutes. Like they're still setting stuff up. Sometimes I'll hit that and be like, holy shit, an hour's gone by and we have seen nothing.
Right. We've seen nothing.
So, and this could be this is almost one of those.
We've seen a house, but we've seen no devil.
Right.
For some reason, when I ask that in the theaters, they all boo me. I'm just like confused that.
He stands up in the middle of a theater. He's like, how much longer?
Hey, is there going to be pizza, by the way? Your cold open made me pretty hungry.
Well, there's money for pizza, and there's a note on the fridge. Don't forget to order some pizza. He said it 4 times.
Yes.
It was awesome. And like, we learn why.
Suspiciously
it was
why.
like Inception. The low rent version of Inception. There were no jumping into dreams. This was just telling pizza 4 times.
I don't know why she didn't take her friend up on the offer to just stay there.
We'll get into that in a second. I'm going to do this completely different than normal, and I'm going to break this down into kind of like just 5 segments. Like, I'll kind of name the segments. I think Mike has done it this way before, where it's just like, here's section 1, but like we'll get into that in a little bit here, okay? So I want to talk about some of the fun stuff they brought into this movie. So we've got, like Mike referenced, we've got a babysitter movie, which babysitters in history are full of urban legends about the dangers of babysitting. We have Satanic Panic all over this thing, right? We've got Satanic Cult, and we also have the dangers of being a female going away to college. So Ty West took a lot of things. I mean, obviously the female rights movement and like the feminist movement started way before 1983, but it was coming into its own at similar times as the Satanic Panic was coming up. So this kind of wed 3 different things that have their own societal urban legends, right? So like everybody's heard the call is coming from inside the house story about babysitters. You've heard that one, Atticus?
Yeah, like everything that you just mentioned, I've ran into babysitting, like my 2 baby cousins.
So you fortunately are not the demo that they were trying to discourage from babysitting, right?
No, so like I've ran into all of this.
You have? Okay.
All the things. Like I'm pretty sure one of my cousins was possessed by the devil. I cleared that up.
Was it Ben?
Worry. It was Teddy. It was Teddy. I cleared that up, no problem though. Quick exorcism.
Well, nowadays you could probably like YouTube.
No, I just YouTubed the exorcism.
Yeah, right.
Solid
DIY. It said, you take some salt, make some water, bless it real quick. Yeah, anyway.
Thanks for taking care of that for us.
Yeah, no problem.
Usually, secret, Mike's mad. He liked Devil Teddy.
Devil Teddy likes scary movies.
So,
by the way, Jaws did not pass the Teddy test. We started it. He fell asleep. He fell asleep right as they're going out, right after they cut the tiger shark open, and then they get on the boat at night. He fell asleep right around there. And then the next day I was like, hey, are we going to finish this? He's like, no, it was scary. I'm like, but you watched it.
Did the Kittredge boy get killed?
Oh, yeah. And he definitely...
Was it Tommy? What was his name? What was his name?
I think they just call him the Kittredge boy.
Do you want him to follow?
Oh, no, was it Michael? No, Michael's their son. I can't remember. Alex Kittner? Why is Alex sticking?
I don't know. I like it.
Alex Kittner.
So
call him the Kittner boy.
The Kittner boy. Because...
yeah.
we don't want him to cut him out on the middle of the boardwalk.
I tried to tell him, I'm like, hey, there's no blood. You don't even see the shark. Oh, and then like just the music in the beginning, Teddy was just like,
So you lied.
Yeah, and then they're getting
blood.
And then they get in the water, and he's all like, again, because he knows what's coming. Like he can put those 2 together. Like That was the POV of the shark. Now they're getting in the water. She's going to get eaten. He can just put those pieces together now. Maybe when he was like 3, he just would have been going along with it.
Sounds like Mike is ready to put
not so much.
Teddy in as the 3rd chair, 4th chair for our Jaws thing. We've got to get him to watch it a few more times.
Yeah.
To express his feelings on it. So Satanic Panic, babysitting, mostly the babysitting and going off to college were major threats to the patriarch at the time. It was ways to, 1, delay your duties as becoming a wife and having kids. 2, it was a way for you to earn money and not be reliant on the traditional setup. So all these things bred urban legends that dissuaded like babysitting and stuff like that, right? And then there's the morality of it. Like there's different movies that have played with that. If you do drugs while you're babysitting, this will happen. There was one about a babysitter putting a baby in the oven instead of a chicken or something. And
Jesus.
It's an urban legend.
Good
It never
Lord.
happened. But Ty West, takes it all and makes a salad out of these concepts, sets it in 1983, does some fun digital. They shot with digital, even though it looked like it was shot on 16 millimeter, but they softened it. They used a lot of practical lighting. They used a lot of static shots, which back then they didn't have the Steadicam. So static shots were the way to go. These wide, look at The Exorcist, for example. There's a lot of, still cams, no Steadicams, except when he's flying down the stairs, didn't he? No GoPros yet.
No, definitely none of that.
Mike alluded to the critical reception. Atticus, since I know you don't do the research on, what do you think Rotten Tomatoes gave this?
I think it's an average movie, so I'm going to go with like 75.
So the critics gave it a 95.
Okay, that's bullshit.
Wait, no, they didn't.
No. So
Metacritic was 75.
Oh.
So sorry, Rotten Tomatoes critics score.
Oh,
so
I had 86 is what I saw.
What the heck? Well, I must be one of us. Popcorn score 73. Does that sound right?
63. What I saw.
IMDb 6.4. Did you get that one or no?
I didn't look at that
Oh,
one.
anyway.
Got to be an IMDb.
So I'm going to go
user
with
to
yours.
vote there, and
I'm going to
not
go with
doing
yours, Mike. What did you say your Rotten Tomatoes was?
The Rotten Tomato I saw was 86% critic score, 63% fan score.
Which is a 23.
You were like 10 higher.
I know, right?
On both for some reason.
A delta of 20 points between the two, right? So
yeah,
critics liked it more than the audience, and I 63 is still not bad for a popcorn meter, especially with the lack of action in this movie.
The slow burn of it is the biggest culprit when you look at some of the fan critic or the fans that commented on it. The slow burn aspect was the big turn off for a lot of people. So that's why it's lower than the critic score. I think 86 is a little high.
Oh yeah,
but
kind of agree.
63 is a little low. I gave this like 7 out of 10.
So you 3.5 out of 5, or if you were doing the, I think 2.5 was Atticus's, right?
Like out of 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm in that 3.5 and could be pushed to 4 if I'm in the right mood that day, kind of thing, right? Taglines for this movie: talk on the phone, finish your homework, watch TV, die.
That's bad.
That is real bad. That's a lot of just word salad.
She didn't even do homework 1 second.
She turned in her homework. There was one scene where she had to take a binder and drop it in like a outside.
Oh, I thought that was her dropping off her resume. I was
nope,
so lost.
That's how they turned in stuff back in the day.
Yeah. I thought of 2 different taglines because that one I think is pretty bad.
Let's hear it. Is there pizza? Money for pizza?
No.
What if I need wings?
Is, some side hustles just aren't worth it. I don't know. Not bad.
I like it.
It's probably not good either. Now that I've said it out loud. Sometimes a good tagline is just a quote from the movie. So something simple like "Mother likes her privacy."
Oh,
I was thinking of just like babysitter wanted with the $sign, just like standard.
Okay.
Like
how about
just like the ad?
Babysitter wanted temporarily, or something, like with something ominous, like just a word.
If it's too ominous, it gives it away.
That's true.
Yeah.
The lucky ones die first, and would you babysit here? I don't know. Yeah,
those don't make sense.
They don't necessarily make sense. We talked a little bit about Ty West, but let's get into him a little bit more. Ty West. Lately, he has been a much bigger name with doing X, Pearl, and Maxine. I've also seen the movie The Sacrament, which I liked a lot, but I didn't see Innkeeper, but it's apparently a slow burn haunted hotel, sorry. Thoughts on the director himself?
Yeah, I mean, I like those. I definitely like the Maxine trilogy. I have not seen Sacrament.
That's really good.
What's it called?
Sacrament.
Okay, I have not seen that
It's
one.
a found footage inspired by Jonestown. So if that gives you, another cult type of movie.
The one section of VHS that he did was actually not my favorite of that VHS anthology of those 5 stories in that one, but the Maxine trilogy, I love it. So it's he's definitely making a name for himself, and I liked this a lot too. So I could tell I like some of the stuff he did. Kind of had his like a certain style to it, even though it was taking place in the 80s. He also gave it like a 70s, 80s kind of title card, a kind of way they did the opening credits where they'd like put someone's name in like a quick freeze frame and then move on, and even the end credits look that way. Crazy. He put some great needle drops in here, I want to say. There's
good songs.
Really good song choices. The Greg Kinn Band from Greg Kinn. He's from Baltimore.
Okay.
The Fix, One Thing Leads to Another While She's Dancing Through the House. So fucking good. Such a great song.
Makes you sing along every time, right?
Yeah. And then like some of the music that just doesn't have words, it's just like filler music. So it kind of sounded like the Cars. It wasn't moving in stereo, but it sounded like moving in stereo, like a version of it, or modified it a little bit.
Yeah.
But it definitely had the vibe that fit the movie. Like it was pretty cool.
We're gonna have to start a sister podcast of like 80s musics with Mike. Maybe 80s and 90s.
After our wrestling podcast. Yeah.
You don't even know what movie Roddy Piper's been in.
Stop it. I do know.
All right.
I just didn't know what year it came out on the spot.
Which VHS film did he direct?
So he was part of the first one, and it was called The Second Honeymoon, I believe.
Yep, Second
Oh,
Honeymoon.
that one was trash.
It was kind of, but you can, like, if you look at it and you watch this one, you can see similar storytelling, right? It's a build, right? It was only 20 minutes maybe, but like even then it was still like, oh, nothing happened that night, right? But it was still, you're building to that thing, and I don't know, he's all about that atmosphere and the bass. He's all about that bass and that atmosphere. Dread, using silence, anticipation, stuff like that. His biggest influences are apparently John Carpenter, Roman Polanski. I can see that one. Toby Hooper. I can't see that one as much. Maybe
X.
at the end. Oh yeah, I guess.
X
yeah,
is definitely just Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Bob Clark and Stanley Kubrick. We'll see.
Did he do like 100 takes of each scene? Is that what he did?
We would have heard about it, because nowadays actors will not stand for that, right?
Nah, Dee Wallace worked on this for one day, so it's definitely not 100 takes.
Right. That was a busy day for her. I mentioned minimal and practical lighting. They used a lot of lamps, moonlight, and flashlights. So, just create darkness and all that. A wardrobe. Anybody knows the wardrobe was super 80s, right? It was very authentic. Mm-hmm. And what stood out as far as props goes is that were 80s. Like, Atticus, what do you think were some of the props?
Walkman.
That's what I was going to say. The Walkman, yeah. Volvo.
No, Volvo was at its peak, right?
Payphone.
The rotary phone and the payphone.
The rotary phone.
The idea of talking to people on a payphone. When I was at high school, there was a payphone in the middle of like the campus essentially, and that's where everybody would call for their rides, right? They would call collect, and like before anybody answered, they'd be like, I'm ready to be picked up. Like, so you didn't have to like accept a charge, right?
Mm-hmm. How about a cigarette lighters in the car?
Oh yeah.
The kind you push in, and they don't make those anymore.
Right. The old TVs, wood paneling, if you're paying attention. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's lots of good stuff. My Walkman you didn't just shove the cassette onto the thing. It had a slot on the outside that you put it in, and then you would snap it in. Did you guys have to just smush yours onto the? Do you remember?
I mean, you open the little.
Open the door, put it in the door,
and you close it.
It looked like she was just kind of jamming it in there.
That's I mean, she probably had an older one than I did.
You know what? Like, how much time do you think she had to spend training to do the rotary telephone dialing?
Not that long. I could figure it out in a day.
Come on, Justin.
It's pretty simple.
She had to go to a 3-week course.
It's not like Tom Cruise learning how to fucking drive a race car or fly a plane or some shit.
I mean, it's worse. Some people say worse. I don't know who those people are. All right, let's talk about the cast real quick. We had Jocelin Donahue, our lead, aka Samantha. She was in Dr. Sleep as a young Wendy Torrance. Or actually, she was not
Lucy,
one.
But I don't remember.
Was she Lucy?
Yeah, but I don't remember who Lucy was.
Oh, okay.
Alex Esso was Wendy Torrance.
Oh, okay. Scratch that.
Yeah.
Delete.
But I don't remember who Lucy was.
Lucy.
But she's credited.
I
as
wonder if
Lucy.
she was maybe the mom of the one girl that was taken. I'll have to go back and research. Atticus, look it up. All right.
And she's not Rebecca Ferguson.
Right. She wasn't the top hat one. Last Stop in Yuma County was okay. And Insidious 2, I don't know if she was part of the family in England or no, Insidious 2, different one, not Conjuring. I don't remember her. It's she doesn't not a standout in any of these movies really, but she was good in this.
What was her name again?
It was Jocelin Donahue.
She was Lucy.
She was Lucy, yes.
Young.
All right. Another person that should stand out to some 80s film people is Tom Noonan. Mm-hmm. I believe he passed recently.
He did in
February. Big role in Manhunter. He was the Red Dragon character in that one. He was pretty creepy in it, right? RoboCop 2, Heat, The Monster Squad. I think he was Frankenstein. And then I've got Synecdoche, New York, however we say that one, the Philip Seymour Hoffman. Mike, do you have any relationship with Tom Noonan?
Yeah, dude. He's the Ripper in Last Action Hero, man.
Oh, shit.
That's my shit. That's my jam.
That also weds a lot of your favorite
Last
stuff.
Action Hero, we are not friends.
So I was disappointed because I didn't, at the time when I watched it when it came out in the theaters, like I saw it in theaters and it was like, I don't know if I understood the tone yet, like what it was trying to be, because I was used to, Predator and those type of films. Mm-hmm. I need to watch it again as an adult, see if I love it.
Yes, you do. You do.
Mary Woronov. I'll let Mike. Is there one that you recognized her from?
Yeah, Mary Woronov. She's Mrs. Ullman. She's from Chopping Mall and Eating Raoul. She's in the opening of Chopping Mall, one of the couples.
One of the shit.
Maybe we get one for the restaurant. Get rid of people we don't want. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So she's that person.
Yeah. Chopping Mall, Night of the Comet,
Death Race 2000. Yeah.
AJ Bowen. He's not going to stand out to a lot of people, but he's in a lot of movies that are a little lower budget. He was in The Sacrament, which Ty West did. You're Next. The Signal. Have you seen The Signal?
No.
Oh, it's the signal that makes everybody go crazy.
He was in Your Next.
He was in Your Next.
Was he the
Yeah.
The mate.
No spoiler because Mike hasn't seen this one.
I've seen Your Next.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Why
I told you
you
that.
haven't seen it? Oh, I love it.
Was he like the one who was dating the one girl?
That describes half of the characters in the movie.
The one who dated the main character.
Yes, he was.
Okay.
He was.
I thought I recognized him.
And then, of course, horror icon Dee Wallace. She is the mother of Drew Barrymore in E.T. She is in Cujo, The Howling, Critters, and The Frighteners. A little newer one that I think I'm going to pick one of these days as one of my movies. Hill says that's another one. Yeah.
And in Rob Zombie's Halloween, she is Laurie's mom. She is the landlady in this one.
And
she's in this for
kind of a throwaway role, but
for a scene. I was like, man.
I wonder, and then the next one, one of the most surprising ones to see is Greta Gerwig in this one, right?
Didn't even know she acted.
Greta Gerwig,
she's probably the best screenwriter
award-winning
going right now.
Yeah, screenwriter and director. Directed Barbie, of course, and Lady Bird and Little Women, and just a lot of these, highbrow type things, right? And I also think Barbie's one of those things. I saw stills of that movie before it came out. I'm like, this is going to be dog shit. But I actually enjoyed it. So, I mean, that goes to...
Could have been way worse.
Could have been real bad.
Another one that could have been way
real bad.
Worse.
Okay.
But yeah, wrote and directed all three of those. Oscar nominated for writing all three of them. Oscar nominated for directing Lady Bird. Between her and Paul Thomas Anderson, those are the two top screenwriters working right now.
Right.
Maybe, I don't know if you throw Jordan Peele in that conversation. But
yeah, throw him in there.
I don't know. She's the shit.
We got to throw Zach Krager in there now.
Yeah.
And Curry Barker. No, he's only got the one.
No,
not yet. What did you think about Barbie? You could relate to Ken?
patriarchy sucks. Where,
I mean,
wow.
That's what.
Is that what he said? Or something. It was.
Oh yeah. When he's like in the real world, and he's like the patriarchy's not the fun or something. Or I can't remember what it was, but
right.
All right, we'll move on. We talked about Satanic Panic a little bit. Does everybody have anything to talk about with Satanic Panic?
Got a little more to talk about because it was a big deal in the 80s, I think, where, and I don't know if it started earlier than that when you think about like the Manson family and then, you know, whatever the cult was that drank the juice and they all killed themselves.
Jonestown,
yeah, that one. But the 80s, I feel like, was an era where it was the first era of like latchkey kids, right? Where like come home from school, lock the door,
dual
behind
parents,
you,
dual income.
Parents, both parents have to start working now, and parents had less control over what their kids were exposed to compared to their parents when they were kids. You know, if you were a kid in the 60s, someone was always home watching you. You'd go out and play. It sounds like, but you weren't like just exposed to whatever you wanted to watch on TV because you had 3 channels and mom or dad was always watching it. So
and you say latchkey, I mean, that's generous. Like some of us would like we'd take the bus home at 3:00 and we'd just be home, right?
Yeah.
The TV was our babysitter, right?
Yeah, this is the era that TV was the babysitter, but they were worried about what you were going to watch on TV.
Oh, for sure.
And
what you were going to
play. This was also like heavy metal music.
Heavy metal started coming in.
You know, parents thought kids were killing themselves because of the music they listened to. And if you listened to Blizzard of Oz backwards, it told you to kill your family or whatever. And like, you know, urban legends like that. But but like our government, as out of touch as they've ever been, as out of touch as they are now with real people, decided they'd slap the famous parental advisory sticker on cassettes and tapes and CDs at this time, which guess what? Made kids buy them even more.
Yeah, we're like,
when you're like, hey, this has foul language, you can't listen to that.
Yeah, how am I going to get Doggy Style? I mean, it's like
it's like Dewey Cox when they're smoking weed. Like, you don't want this.
You don't want none of this. What is it? Habit forming?
It doesn't give you a hangover. It's not habit forming. It makes sex even better. You don't want this.
I think I
do want this. It's probably really expensive. It's the cheapest drug ever. Like, you don't want any of it.
Yeah,
it's like that. That's the argument when you start, doing stuff like, we'll put a sticker on there and then kids won't buy it. Yeah, bullshit. They bought it even more.
I do remember trying to buy some video games though that had the more mature stickers on it that I had to get parental.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think at my mall, they didn't give a shit.
They didn't care. They're like, you look old enough.
Yeah.
Atticus.
I bought like M&M stuff when I was like 13.
Atticus plays with fire every day when he plays Dungeons and Dragons. He is at the mercy of Satan himself he opens those doors, right? It's like reading from the Necronomicon almost.
I've actually done that before.
So yeah, back at its peak, there were all these people that were wrongfully accused and prosecuted, tried for influencing kids in these crazy occult kind of things.
Dee Snider of Twisted Sister had to take the stand in front of Congress and be like, "We're not going to take it is not a violent song. It doesn't insinuate anything."
But
the
what
music
it does?
Video makes fun of it by having like them going like in a comedy way. The who's the prick in Animal House? Niedermeyer plays the guy that's like the dad. Yeah, and their Twisted Sister throws the dad out of the house and shit like that. But it's listen to it. There's no violent intention behind. We're not going to take it, but our government's
a lot of it was fueled by one.
Always been.
Kids were being exposed to the MTV. They were being exposed to.
You sound so old. The MTV.
The MTVs.
Like, what are you going to do with the rest of your life?
Right. Exactly. So basically, they were being shown this stuff, which celebrated maybe defiance in a weird way, like we're not going to take it, or encourage you to think for yourself, and your dad's way of life might not be your way of life. So that threatened the control and the nuclear family dynamics more, right? So between the dark imagery and the demons and whatnot, and the losing control in the kids, it was obviously something's taking over my kids, right?
And Ty West dabbles in this too in Maxine,
Oh, he does. You're right.
Like the Night Stalker serial killer is a backstory or is going on during the story that Maxine is set in. So it's based in a universe where the Night Stalker killer exists. And the Night Stalker serial killer in Hollywood in the 80s was devoted to Satan and the occult and all that stuff. And, you know, while he was on the loose.
Way
I haven't
before the internet.
seen Maxine or X or Pearl.
Hey, go for it whenever you want to.
I mean, that's not spoiling anything.
Right.
You
I'm going to sue you.
Too bad you didn't see it yet.
This was back before the internet too. So like a lot of stories were true because you knew somebody who knew somebody that told you that
Carol
this
down
happened.
at the salon.
Yeah. And I mean, they were rooted in some kind of reality, right? There was the Manson family massacre, the Sharon Tate killing. There were Jonestown, for example. That was a cult. That was a crazy cult that nobody could understand why these people would all drink poison to avoid, being taken, Anyway, so believable. We play with that a little bit in this movie, just dabble in some fun Satanic Panic.
And some other movies like Long Legs deals with this.
Oh, yeah.
Where it circles back to the music part because Nicolas Cage we don't know if he was a failed rock star or if he just is like dressed up as one. We'll
find out in the next
Late
one.
Night with the Devil deals with this.
That's what I was going to mention. Late Night with the Devil.
The place with the tall trees or whatever. They try to get Satan to rise out there or something like that. Like, a lot of movies deal with this stuff.
Yeah, there was
and they put this in the 70s and 80s as the backdrop often.
Yep. And Stranger Things, the Hellfire Club in Stranger Things was, obviously a big plot point.
Yeah, and dragons.
We talked briefly on the urban legends with babysitters, but what other movies did this remind you of as far as babysitters go?
I mean,
Halloween is kind of a babysitter.
A little bit. Some of those babysitters aren't doing the best thing, which is why Michael Myers wants to kill him.
When a Stranger Calls.
It reminded me of
Stranger Calls.
Fear Street, like that scene.
Fear Streets. Which one? The old ones? Or
the first one. Fear Street.
Some of the Friday the 13th, like the girl is watching a little brother or something.
The actual movie Babysitter.
Well, the babysitter flips it, right? The babysitter is actually the bad guy in it, which is fun, but also a great movie. All right. So that's what we're working with right now. We good? We were ready to talk about the movie?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, unless anything else want to bring up. Let's do a quick synopsis of the movie. A real fast one. Let's see where I have it broken down. College student Samantha. That's the oldest thing I've ever said. College student Samantha desperately needs money to pay rent. She answers a mysterious babysitting ad and accepts a high-paying overnight job at an isolated mansion. When she discovers there is no child to watch, only an elderly woman upstairs, strange events begin occurring. As the night unfolds, Samantha realizes she has walked directly into a satanic ritual planned specifically for her. I'm sold, right? I'm sold. Like, based on that synopsis, I'm sold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Atticus, you sold on that synopsis?
No.
No, just if I read that and I didn't say, the breakdown of action versus, building.
I'd kind of be like, sure. I'd be like, sure, turn it on. Yeah. But I wouldn't be like, oh, man, that sounds great. Because it's vague. Like, I mean, it's got some specifics, but like that could turn into anything at any point.
Something that gets me hyped is killer and then insert anything after that, and then I'm pretty much in for it.
All right.
Yeah. Killer Couch. Come on.
Killer Couch. Okay.
Masterpiece.
The Couch, written by Atticus. All right. So I'm going to break this down into parts. The first part I'm going to call Desperation. Desperation is going to be part 1 of 5. Samantha struggles financially. The mysterious babysitting job seems like the perfect solution. She ignores several obvious warning signs. Okay. So yeah, we're set up. She's checking out an apartment. Dee Wallace's character, the landlord lady, loves her, said, "We've had another girl look at it, but I got a bad vibe." This was back when you could discriminate the hell out of when you're renting, ask our president. This was back in those days. So she's left with I can't, how much are the deposits and all that stuff. So basically the landlord all but said, "Hey, you don't have to pay me." She basically said, "Get me the check on Monday. It's yours. Move on in."
Yep. Yeah. And this is the first swerve that Ty West gives us during this movie is you already know there's going to be like a creepy house thing that goes along with this movie. And Samantha is looking to rent this house. So you're already like, and Dee Wallace is the landlord.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, we're going to get a lot of Dee Wallace, and this is the creepy house, and we're off. But swerve, this is not the creepy house.
Yeah.
And then Dee Wallace is gone.
She
got her one day.
The house of the devil.
Yeah.
This is the house of the Lord.
What are the 7 warning signs that she...
Several warning signs. I really don't. I mean, if I were to guess, it would be the fact that he didn't call her back and then like called her back desperately. But like we're not... Yeah, I guess this includes that, right? So calls her back desperately, ups the price, like, you know, doesn't seem to be vetting people at all. Just get here and
he pronounced the word advertisements. Big red flag. Nobody fucking says
the
advertisements.
Brits do. And I had a teacher, an English teacher, who said advertisement. I'm like, what did you just say?
Advertisements. You know how they also pronounce foil? Aluminium foil. What the hell?
It's spelled different.
Right.
Anyway.
Anywho, moving on. But
in England, it's spelled different.
Big red flags. But then he says advertisement later, which is weird.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway.
So yeah, like he basically stands her up, says, hey, I'll meet you outside the student center, which was probably just, I don't know if it was just to get an eyeball on her, see what she looked like, see, you know, who she was, what she was about, if she was about that devil baby delivering life or not, you know, but didn't like what he saw.
No. And I mean, did he pull up? Because she kind of laid down.
She laid down. I don't know. It did not show like an angle from a car, which you normally get some kind of.
I don't think he did
angle from a car.
And I think she just stood up and then
went to lunch.
Went to lunch with her friend Megan,
with Greta
Gerwig.
They ate some pizza.
Yeah,
she's pissed. She's pissed for Samantha, but also she's telling, if it doesn't work out, I can call my dad, get some help, right? But being the independent young lady she is, she doesn't need no help from no man.
No, of course not.
She's going to make her own money, right? But Megan's character says, hey, you should take down all the other signs so he doesn't get a babysitter at all, right?
Well, she does that later, or we find out she did.
Well, she tells her to. Yeah, she says that was her.
When they're driving there, she's like, by the way,
right.
I didn't want to tell you, but and she
so at lunch she joked.
Yeah.
At lunch she joked that like, hey, wouldn't it be funny if you just took down all the signs, right? Spoiler alert, she did it later and she got a call.
And technically it's her fault that
technically it's Megan's fault. Megan killed her.
Well,
oh yeah, you're right. Megan, yeah. Spoiler alert, we don't know what kind of vegetable she was at the end of the movie.
And no one's living that.
Okay, well, save it. Save it. All right. So that is, did I miss anything in the build up?
Yeah.
The desperation.
You did.
What did I miss?
Sock on door handle.
Oh, yeah. So another trope of what happens to you in college life. If you're a female, you have meaningless sex and you're a mess and all this stuff. So they portrayed this lady as a messy hoe, basically. Am I wrong?
Her roommate.
Her roommate, yeah.
Heather, who's not Megan.
You're right. Sorry. The first time I watched it, I felt like it was the same person, but it wasn't. Definitely not the same person.
Yeah. And then Eclipse Pizza was like the special. So you're like, oh, there's an eclipse going to happen.
On the board, it mentioned a pizza. Mentioned a pizza. Hey, did I tell you there's pizza in this movie? There's an eclipse happening. Right. And that's one reference.
I don't know if it's a callback, but you think nothing of it in the beginning, but Megan mentions like, this pizza tastes funny. Like, you know, they kind of just bolt when they're done their conversation. They don't.
And she didn't like that pizza.
And she kept eating it.
Well, I mean, I've eaten some shitty pizza. Mike, you've eaten some shitty pizza, right?
If you're like, this isn't that good, it's fucking pizza. You're going to eat it.
Yeah, you get it.
When she throws
especially you're
it
that
down.
age. That age, you're not throwing away a piece of pizza, man. That's your lunch and your dinner right there.
Pretty much.
Okay. So anyway, she gets a call back on her answering machine. Every time we watch a movie with the payphone, Atticus is like, I didn't think you could call an payphone. I'm like, yeah, you would tell somebody where you'd be, what time to call you there, and they'd call it. They'd have a number for it. Have you ever called it? I don't think I've ever called anybody at a payphone. I don't remember calling anybody that said, call me at this payphone.
I did one time.
Yeah. Did it work out?
Yeah. I mean, it was my mom.
Okay.
And there was a payphone outside of our school, and I don't know, for whatever reason, I called her from the payphone because I got out of something early. So I needed her to leave the house early to come get me. And then I don't know if I saw it in a movie, but I think I was just like, hey, like, I'll be here by the payphone. Like, if you are going to run late. Here's the number or something. But she never called. She pulled up like 10 minutes later.
Darn it.
But
so I forgot to go over some of the stuff real quick. I apologize. This came out October 30th, 2009. Halloween release. 95 minutes long, so it almost meets Mike's deadline of 90 minutes.
Enough.
Had a few production companies, Glass Eye Picks, MPI Media Group, and Dark Sky Films. R-rated, obviously, for strong bloody violence, disturbing imaging and language, and brief nudity. I don't remember any nudity.
There was no nudity. I would remember.
I don't remember.
You would remember. Budget of $900,000 is what I was able to find, and it made $100,000 in theaters, but it was mostly a streaming type of thing. But 2009 would be super early for like that, so I'm guessing it was
for streaming,
right?
Yeah. We were still getting Netflix DVDs in the mail.
Yeah, maybe it was more like direct, almost quasi direct to DVD with a limited release is what I'm thinking. All right, sorry, back to it. Eclipse time. So she gets a message, calls the guy back, and the guy seems frantic, right? He's like, hey, I need you now. This girl didn't work out. She's like, nah, I don't know. I'm in for the night, whatever she's thinking. But then he's like, what if I double your rate? And that goes back to the setup.
Doesn't he double the rate after the fact?
He's doubled it. Like he doubles it on the phone and says, hey, I'll pay you 100, double your normal rate. So the normal rate would have been 50, doubles it to 100. But then when she gets to the house, which is soon, Megan drives her to the house. It's in the middle of nowhere. This house is awesome. It's definitely haunted.
Oh yeah.
Like for sure. Like they could do 4 movies set in this house and like it's almost like a backrooms kind of thing. This house seemed like it was like 5 stories.
Felt like it. Yeah, there was times where she goes like upstairs and then she sees a stairway and then she sees like another one. I'm like, damn.
Would you stay overnight in this house for $1 million?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I would stay in the house on Haunted Hill for $1 million.
That was the joke.
Oh, okay.
That she's willing to stay in this house for $400.
Not even yet, $50.
So sleep in Reagan McNeil's room for $1 million.
$1 million. I mean, I don't know if I would sleep. My eyes would be open the whole time. Anyway,
who's that for Charlie?
For Charlie's purposes, Reagan is from The Exorcist. You know what? I would love it because it's nice and cold in that room. I could snuggle up. Oh yeah,
snuggle up next to Reagan.
But like the bed is easy. She's 12. The bed's covered in.
Oh shoot! But like not the demon. The demon isn't 12.
Zuzu's timeless, right? So anyway, timeless lover. Anyway,
moving on. Back to the movie.
Back to the movie. So where are we at? We're going to the house basically.
Yeah, Megan comes in
and Megan's like, I gotta stay with you. I can't let you be out here. I got nothing to do. Right. It's Friday. Ain't got shit to do.
Yeah, and immediately Tom Noonan, Mr. Ullman, separates Samantha from Megan. It was like, can I talk to you in the kitchen? So Megan stays on the couch, eats something out of the candy dish.
Hard candy. Yeah. Just
and
like strawberry candies. The first one
she spits it out. Yeah. But then she grabs something else. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then, so that's when they're in the kitchen and Mr. Ullman tells her it's not your typical babysitter. Like, we don't have a baby.
Yeah. First,
we have a kid, but he's grown up. This is actually elder care.
Yeah.
Like nobody answers to elder care.
And has to kind of get rid of Megan, essentially. It's like, I'm under the impression I'm only paying one person tonight, right?
Right.
Atticus noticed right away how tall Tom Noonan seemed. Let's look up how tall he is in real life, because I think they did camera tricks to make him seem like
he's pretty tall in Last Action Hero, if I remember too. But yeah, I'll take a look.
Because they made him seem like 7 foot tall, and the camera.
Oh, he's not that tall,
right? But like looking up, like he was ducking.
Keep going
while
I look it up.
So yeah. He is a strange. He's not strange looking. He's mild mannered. It didn't seem too frightening or anything. But yeah, Mike Wrench mentioned, he's saying, "Hey, I got to tell you, there ain't no kid here. We got no baby Johnny in the room. It's my old mom. Nobody wants to answer these calls for elderly care, so I had to say it's babysitting job."
Yeah,
is that a red flag?
Yes, false advertisement.
Yes.
That's a red flag.
Tom Noonan is 6'5".
So he's tall.
Was 6'5".
He's tall, and I guess like some doorways he would have to duck under. Yeah, he passed away in February.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. R.I.P. The goat manhunter.
Yeah. But no, yeah, it's definitely, it's another red flag when you're like, you were told it was a babysitting gig. You get there and he's like, actually, it's elder care, red flag. And she's
going to be in the room the whole time.
Yeah,
Don't worry
she's going to be
about
in the room, but you just have to be like aware in case she needs something. She probably won't even bother you, but you just have to be like aware of your surroundings and just listen out or whatever.
Right.
She likes her privacy, so don't go bother her, but be aware.
Then Samantha fell for her eyes turned green with greed and envy. She was like, hey, he was like, I'll give you $200 more. So that's
$400 we're up to.
Yeah, we're up to 3. And then she's like, make it 4.
Yeah.
And then it was done deal. She's like, I'm watching this because I can pay my deposit, or I can pay my first month's rent and have a little bit of money in my pocket.
Yeah. So then she agrees, and Megan
kicks Megan out. Megan's pissed.
Like, no. Megan's like, if they're weird, we leave. They're weird, we're leaving. Yeah. Megan's right.
She's the voice of reason. She's the voice of the audience right here. Girl, don't go in there.
If $400 is your first and last month's rent, is that like $1,500 today?
Oh yeah.
So for $1,500
it was just
to
first
babysit
month,
for
right?
4 hours?
I think 300 was what? Just the first month then?
Well, I don't. Yeah, whatever it is. Like, so $400 probably like $1,500 now.
Yeah.
For $26. Right. If I had to guess based on this, but also the price of housing has gone way up, and
way up.
Income has not. So there's that. But basically, you're asking someone today, like, would you do this for $1,000?
Yeah, call it $1,000. Yeah,
for 4 hours of work,
and I would say
not even work.
You would do it,
and pizza.
Hey, did I mention that he threw in extra money for pizza?
There's one rule I do not like. If this is crossed, like elder care, no.
Really?
No.
Why you ageist like that?
All right, first of all, if I was a college student,
yeah,
and it's for elder care, one, I would be afraid to let them die.
That's true. I mean, you're not qualified to care for them if something a slip and fall
911, man.
That's true. Or
in this time frame, in
England.
Yeah,
911.
She calls it in the movie, and it works.
Yeah, they don't come for.
Well, I don't remember.
Well, they don't come because she says, never mind, it wasn't an emergency. She hung up right away and was like, oh, I didn't think that connected.
Then she called again and ran out of the house.
So you call 911 and say you needed someone there, like, they're fucking coming, man. They're coming.
So Megan leaves, gets second thoughts, pulls over in a cemetery to smoke a cigarette and probably turn around and go, try to convince her to come home. Runs into a guy that's just... What funny line that Megan says is, where'd you even come from? Were you just hiding? He lights her cigarette. She's talking about stuff. And then he says, oh, you're not the babysitter. And then what happens, Atticus?
Boom.
Boom. Probably the most shocking, or at least closest thing to a jump scare in the movie. Would you say?
Yeah, that came out of nowhere, especially because this was a slow burn up to this point, and they're doing a lot of setup and a lot of setting everything up in motion, and then it comes out of nowhere because you don't think this is that kind of movie yet. And even if you go into it with the synopsis that everything is like it's a creepy house, it's a creepy family, there's some Satan worship, you don't think that they're just going to blow someone's head off out of nowhere.
So we, as horror fans ourselves, we're meant to believe this is a potential hero, right? Megan is in that role of I could come back and maybe save the day, right? But they quickly,
right?
You take that off the playing field, right?
Exactly. This guy does not mean well when he shows up, though.
We do know a random guy in a cemetery with a Zippo.
Yeah.
That
used to be my tactic. I mean, not in a cemetery, in a public place. I never smoked, but I always carried a lighter. If I
was it a Zippo?
Bar. No, I
had a Zippo. I don't know what happened to
What's a Zippo?
It's that little flip. It's a brand of lighter, that kind that flips open and you snap.
Kind of like cowboys used in the movies,
right?
But when you had to put lighter fluid in it before they had the disposable plastic kind.
If you were cool, you could flip it open and strike it at the same time ish.
Yeah.
Or you could rub it up against your pants real quick and start.
You'd snap it to close it. Yeah.
I mean, it was fun. But I never smoked, but I had a Zippo.
No, I mean, when I was my early 20s, I always carried a lighter because,
hey, lady.
Yeah. Girls got a cigarette. I'll be right there. Hey, what's up? Let me light that for you.
Did you light it first, like for her in your mouth, and then give it to her?
No, never like
you
that.
Never did that.
Never
okay.
like that.
Okay.
But it was a quick in. Like, how's your day? What's up? Well, I'm lighting it. How you doing? How's
You're
your
not supposed to call them quick ins, Mike.
Whatever. But that was that. But I never smoked. But I always had a lighter. You know who never has a lighter? Smokers.
Drunk chicks.
Fucking never have their own lighter.
Right.
Because they put a cigarette in their mouth and they're like, where's my fucking lighter?
They lend it to someone.
Yeah,
and
they never have it. So that's where I swoop in. Like, hey girl. What's up?
Not recently.
Yeah.
I did the other day.
Not recently.
All right,
put that in your notebook, Atticus.
Put it in the notebook.
Does anybody smoke anymore?
All right, next chapter.
Can't light a vape pen.
No.
Exactly.
I just give them a refill of a cartridge.
Yeah. Next chapter is the arrival. We ran through that pretty quickly. We never figure out what the Ullmans are doing during that night, but they seem excited to get a night away.
Yeah.
They seem worn down from caring from this elderly person. They just need a night out, right? On the eclipse, they hint at the eclipse being important to this. That's the third reference to the eclipse for those keeping track. We've got the board. We've got Megan mentioning it. Everybody's all about the eclipse in the car, and then that's
they're in the perfect place to watch it from on Earth, apparently.
Yeah. So they're real cagey with, are you a teacher? Kinda, sorta. Are you an astronomer? Not really.
Not really. Yeah.
Just tell her what you do, man.
Well, he can't.
She'd be gone. It's a full-time occupation, like Satanist. Is that
probably?
I think that's a little bit of a red flag.
What about on your resume? Can you have like lead
candle maker?
Management level Satanist? Is there like, and then the description of
teaching Latin? Oh wait, he's not a teacher,
right? Organize 7 successful events and birthings,
right?
All right,
special events planner.
So exactly. So yeah, Megan unfortunately is no longer with us. So we are isolated. That brings us to part 3, isolation.
Yeah. Real quick, another cool thing that Ty West does here that you see in some movies is we know Megan's dead. Samantha does not. And Samantha does not know that for a long time. And there's a couple of instances here where we see things that we as the audience know, but Samantha doesn't, which is like makes it a little scarier.
We see
because we know it and we're like, oh shit, she doesn't know.
We see Samantha going through.
She's gonna go in that door. Don't go in there. We know what's back there already. In some movies, it's like you don't know and you're just in it with the character. But when you know and they don't, it's different.
We see Samantha going through the emotions of, why isn't Megan answering her damn phone? Why isn't she home yet? Am I worried about Megan or am I angry? Like both of that. Like we see all that, in the 3 or 4 times that she tries to call her. And those, do you guys, I think I had a voicemail like this at one point where it was like, hey, what's up? And then like, it's like, gotcha kind of thing. But then I quickly realized that's shitty. Don't do that.
I never did. And now that I'm an adult,
you hate
not Atticus, but I had another staff member like 2 years ago that I damn near fired because he had his voicemail set up where you were like, he'd be like, hello,
I can't hear you.
Hello. And then you start talking louder. And he's like, haha, look at you screaming at your phone like a fucking idiot. And I was like, dude, and I was calling him because he was fucking late to work. And I was already pissed that he was late to work. And then I get that voicemail. And I like laid into him in the voicemail, and I was like, and it was bad. And then like a week later, he was late again, and I fired him. But I was like, motherfucker.
He pwned you, as the kids say.
Whatever.
No, they don't say that anymore.
No.
And now he's in jail.
Oh wow, murder.
Yep.
Oh. All right. So isolation might be the longest portion of the movie. Well, it feels the longest because we're like dancing around, we're snooping, which is human nature to snoop, right? You're gonna go look in medicine cabinets if you're there for an hour by yourself. You're gonna look indoors, you're gonna check out what's in the fridge, you're gonna dance around, jump on the couch. That one bothered me. I was like, don't jump on the couch.
A lot of this bothered me.
Don't jump on the couch.
A lot of this bothered me. Look,
she went into rooms she shouldn't have.
No, yeah, you don't do that. You don't open drawers unless you're looking for a fork or a glass. Like, you don't go in bedrooms and start rooting through stuff. You don't.
He's talking to you right now, Atticus, because you're the one that babysits occasionally for him.
I mean, I trust Atticus, but I also like, I feel like there's a level of privacy.
You definitely don't go in the top drawer of a nightstand. Never do that, man.
No. I don't even want people going through like medicine cabinets. Like, no, man.
But
like, if I'm babysitting, I will sit on the couch. I will go from the couch to the kitchen to the bathroom, and that's it. If I'm like, if they're like, don't bother her upstairs, like, cool, I'm gonna sit here and watch TV for 4 hours.
I think I've only babysat quote unquote family, really, and it's like I'm just hoping that the kids are down to watch like an hour and 45 minute
Exactly.
Disney movie,
and I
can
asleep
be on my phone,
couch.
right? Exactly. And but spoiler alert, Mike's kids like to like jump on you and play like WrestleMania on you and stuff. But it's fun.
True.
It's fun.
They do. Yeah.
But you wear them out quicker than that way.
Right.
You're like, isn't it time to settle down and watch Wind in the Willows? What is that?
What?
It's an old Disney cartoon.
What are you showing them, Justin?
I don't know. They watched Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh,
yeah, they do
nice.
like some of that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why'd you get ice?
My throat needs water.
Why are you putting it on your chest? What the hell? Anyway.
Jesus. But yeah,
All right,
there's a lot of stuff that I have a problem with Samantha doing, including just dancing around, not paying attention, breaks the vase.
Breaks the vase, probably.
Vase, yeah.
I think it's from the Ming Dynasty.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody drops something like that, I'm like, oh, that had to be from the Ming Dynasty.
Did you get creepy vibes from the pizza guy on the phone?
Yes.
Yeah, it just didn't seem natural at all, right?
Extra anchovies?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem natural, yeah.
Yeah, pizza. What can I get you? Or what you want to eat? Or something.
Yeah.
It's like...
One medium pep?
We're no small, and we only have medium and large.
I don't know,
it's
he was kind of like, he heard it was a female, so he was trying to like,
hey, baby,
be cool or something. It just definitely didn't sound natural. But now I think we know why later on. But
spoiler alert: this pizza was a plant the whole time, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so she does eventually get bored, calls for the pizza. Pizza shows up. It feels like more than 30 minutes later.
I would agree.
Close to it.
She grabs it and like pushes it against her chest and like slams.
She's freaked out a little bit.
Oh, because she had just broken the vase and started hearing things from the room. She felt something from behind one of the doors, and we see it as the audience.
She's hearing like little footsteps.
What is she hearing?
Or she's hearing like a thump, but like
is this when she sees the hair in the bathtub?
Not
oh.
Yet.
Yeah, that was weird, but not worthy of the face she made. I don't think.
Yeah.
She made a face like she saw a decapitated body.
I think one of the camera angles, another thing that made this slow burn escalate the tension was, I think after she orders the pizza and I think after she cleans with the vase, she does something like put her backpack on a chair and like then she leaves the room, but the camera stays in the room, like looking out the doorway that she left. And she goes out the room and goes left. And I've seen enough horror movies that when the camera stays in the room and the person exit stages left, sometimes something's going to come from the right. Well, then she like walks back in the room. And it's like, okay, it's just her. And she gets like something and then she leaves the room again, turns right. Camera stays in the room. We're like, oh shit, something's going to come from the left. Doesn't happen. Yeah. So it's a swerve because they're setting you up like, hey, something's gonna happen, because we've all seen movies where the character disappears and then like the creepy thing comes out and follows. Right?
You mentioned Longlegs earlier. Longlegs did that a few times too, where it's like it uses that empty space where some danger could come from, right? That we're used to it coming from.
Because especially the way we watch movies now, because we've seen like horror a lot, is
you see through the code a little bit.
We're like, if the character's center frame, I'm looking in the corners. I'm not looking at the character. Like if there's an open doorway behind the character, I'm looking at that the whole fucking time.
Or if it's obsession and she's purposely on the very far left side of the frame, you're looking what's coming from that. What are they trying to frame now, right?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. I'm not going to say anything about obsession, but that was it. Yeah. Anyway.
But again, way to build more tension, make you think something's about to happen, which makes these slow burns better.
Gets the pizza. She's panicked.
Keep the change.
Just throws a 20 at him, which he's probably like, if $300 will get you rent, that's a good amount of tip right there, right? $12 tip. I don't give a $12 tip now.
Does she go outside and see the van before the pizza?
She somehow sees, like, at some point, I'm not exactly sure, so don't don't fact check me on this, but she finds a box full of photos, which makes her believe that the Volvo did not belong to the Ullmans. It was this other family. There's just weird photos that you would have in a bag, right? Like, it was different family photos that didn't seem to be the Ullmans, right?
Yeah. And so she goes out to that spot in front of the house where the photo's taken, and then she sees this van out there. And we see the boots and the pants of what we assume is the guy that killed Megan, and he puts the cigarette out, which was Megan's cigarette, and we can assume too.
And or another one from the pack. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Then he looks in the window, which is the biggest, like, and I'm like, he's creepy. I don't know if we knew who it was when he was looking in the window.
We didn't know who he is yet. Yeah. But then when she gets the pizza and throws the money at him, that's when we see his full who he is, and that's when he looks in the window, and we're like,
oh shit, that's the murderer.
Must live here.
What are the odds he works at a pizza place too?
Yeah. And knows this house this well.
Right.
And he was already by the van, and so now we're like, it's again, we're building it up.
How's that work? Does he have to make a pizza in his shack and then has to have a box that he painted himself to bring that pizza?
So I think,
he went to
if you want to get into it, I think it's from Eclipse Pizza. Or it's from that pizza place.
You think it's the same
and
place?
I think they were trying to get maybe both of them, because Megan says when they're eating the pizza, she's like, this pizza tastes funny. And then when Samantha's eating this pizza, she gets the pizza, she sits down, turns the TV on, she takes like 2 bites, gets up, throws it away, and dumps her water out. Like, well, she heard some shit from the drain. Like, the water doesn't taste good, the pizza doesn't taste good.
The pizza tastes
something's up.
I think she's trying to rinse out like some kind of like, obviously they poison the pizza, right? There's something they put
what they
in
want
the
you to
pizza.
believe. Yes. So I think they were trying to do it earlier while she was at that place. I think so.
Or maybe just that. Yeah, I think you're onto something where it's the same gross taste to the pizza.
Yeah.
But
and maybe they weren't like careful, and maybe like Megan got the spiked one when like they spiked one, and maybe they like grabbed the wrong tray, and so Megan got it or something.
Didn't eat enough of it to pass out or whatever.
Right. Or something like that. But
okay.
Yeah. But they definitely got.
I like your theory, but I don't know if it fits in the whole, like, you need this pizza. I left money for pizza. There's a number on the fridge.
Because they want them to call Eclipse Pizza. Or not, it's not called Eclipse Pizza.
He says like pizza or something.
Yeah,
like,
pizza.
Pizza.
The sign says Special Eclipse Pizza.
I gotcha.
So I think they want her to get a pizza from that place.
Oh, definitely.
They have an inn at that place.
That is
where
the
they
only
can spike the pizza
correct.
With poison.
Right. He ran, picked up the pizza, poisoned it, and gave it to her, or maybe it's something along that. But like, there was one place close enough that the timing would work out, maybe, and that's why.
Yeah. So the pizza guy could have even like came, and he was outside at the van, and he's like, "Oh, I ordered that. I'll take it." And like, we didn't see that off screen or something.
Thankfully,
poisons it at the van, brings it to the door like he's the delivery guy.
That would have been a little heavy handed if they showed us with a big vial that had like a skull and crossbones on it. Just like, boop, boop.
Exactly.
And like, anyway. So yeah, she eats the pizza and quickly realizes this tastes like shit. I'm going to throw out this pizza and try to rinse it out, but like it still has the flavor in her mouth or whatever. At this point,
Samantha tries Megan again.
Can't get her. She's freaking out.
I think this is where I think she calls 911 and hangs up right away.
She has the gut feeling that something's wrong.
And then they call back and she's like, "Oh, I didn't think that connected."
Yeah,
I think she's okay. She didn't want to disturb anybody.
Right.
But
this is the point where it turns into she goes to investigate further.
She gets a knife when she goes upstairs.
She knows something's going on.
Yeah.
Goes upstairs, but then the door opens. Something starts to come out. We can't really see it too well, but she also starts to succumb to the poison or the drugs that were in the pizza, right?
Well, yeah. Before that, she
sees the hair.
She goes upstairs, and we see she does.
Oh yeah.
There's a room where there's some satanic pentagram on the ground and the candles and like
3 bodies. The family,
the bodies are up there. There's some shit going on.
Going down.
Another thing we see, she doesn't. She won't see it again for like 15, 20 more minutes. Yeah.
But she's down at like, isn't she attic or basement when they do it? Like, this is a different room where they set up a pentagram.
This was upstairs again because I think she goes to a door and the camera pans above the hallway.
Oh yeah, she has to come down
into the room and then she doesn't go in there. So it's another. That's how we see it, but she does.
I'm saying later. I feel like she's in a different.
Later,
room
I think she snooped around enough rooms that she just knows where I haven't gone in this one yet, but she sees
passes out.
The next time she goes upstairs, the hair in the bathtub, she sees the door that's another set of stairs.
Yeah, there's 8 flights.
A lot of stairs.
She goes to turn the light on, it like short circuits all the lights in the house.
Oh yeah, she pulls that, and that triggers the panic, and also when she starts to,
the door opens and like the hand comes out. We don't know what it is, freaks her out, and then when she runs, that's when the drugs kick in, because she gets groggy and she just passes out.
Wakes up, tied, gagged.
We see the eclipse. We see some strobe effect of something.
Yeah, the
mother maybe is what we see that in the strobe. Yeah, but there's some strobe showing her like, tied up in the white gown, and
see them come in
coupled with the eclipse
robes. We see this misshapen character. Almost looks like,
I assumed it was the grandma.
Probably, but almost looked like a cat person. Almost like they were weird. Like, yeah. But anyway, this is an odd looking person.
Yeah,
entity, being.
Yeah, it's mother.
It's mother.
Yeah,
or the same person that was occupying that room.
Right.
But it's mother, and mother does some kind of ritual, paints a circle on her belly and a little symbol on it.
With blood.
Yeah.
Paints it with blood.
Opens her wrist up, pours
Cuts
it into
her wrist and pours the blood into like a goat skull.
And then
pours it right at like waterboards her.
No, she put something on her head, another symbol on the head, then waterboards her.
With blood.
Yeah, pours the blood from the skull into her mouth.
The ritual I said wouldn't have worked out because I forgot the head thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So I'm glad you were here to help me out.
Yeah, this is
gross.
Like, for a slow burn, Atticus, is this where you were like, fuck yeah, now we're doing something?
Yeah, like this was like the only part that was actually interesting.
And this was at an hour 12 into the movie, I think, or like an hour 7.
It was only like 15, 20 minutes.
I think I paused it and like it only said like 15, and I was very disappointed. Like,
yeah, because we're like, okay, either she's gonna die in this room, is what you think, because there's not much time left in this movie. But yeah, she obviously, anytime somebody has to drink blood, I don't know, I'm like, oh, gross.
Yeah,
I hate that.
So bitter.
Copper tasting.
Tastes like iron. Metal.
Copper. Don't you
tastes like pennies? Yeah.
Tastes like pennies.
Have you ever ate copper?
Have you ever eaten blood? Anyway, if you were a true horror fan, you would. Anyway, so she somehow pulls free.
Well, she freaks the fuck out and like pulls that strength kicks in, that adrenaline.
That adrenaline thing?
Fuck out of here.
Yeah. Injures the freakazoid.
Mother, yeah.
Pulls free, runs, and then old son. The son they referenced early in the movie being a grown man or whatever. I believe that's him.
Yes.
In this,
I think his name he's credited as Victor. I don't even know if they call him that in the movie, but that's what he's credited as. He's the guy that killed Megan. He's the pizza guy. He's their son. They mentioned they have a kid, but he's grown up. So this is that kid.
She's got the knife. He's got a gun. Freaking shoots her in the shoulder.
You forgot to mention that she stabbed the tall guy.
Oh, she did stab Mr. Ullman.
Mr. Ullman.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Ullman goes and looks at the window, and she gets stabbed in the back.
Oh, yeah. She let her guard down. She was like monologuing.
Yeah.
She was monologuing.
Yeah. Well, Samantha runs out of the room, and somehow Megan's in the kitchen. She's trying to get out, and Megan... With no face.
Megan.
Head
and
hollowed
just
out,
like
laying there, pool of blood.
So after they're dead, I mean, I'm not an expert.
So then she runs back upstairs.
You don't yes, there's going to be blood that comes out, but you stop bleeding after a certain point. Yeah. That's how they know about
post-time that she was out there in her car and then having to transport.
She would actively be bleeding.
She would not be sitting in a pool of blood if they laid her in the kitchen.
This is pathology report with us.
I think, yeah. But
there's a lot of blood.
But, they needed it.
Who's checking?
Yeah.
But anyway, and she recognizes her immediately as
She's
Megan.
like, oh, Megan. I'm like, she doesn't have a face. You don't know that who that is.
It's like he shot her again or a few times.
Clothes maybe. But
because when they shot her, it showed an angle of her from the car seat where you could still see part of her face, right? Mm-hmm. But the angle we saw later was like, there's no face.
Nothing.
That whole thing was gone.
There's nothing there. She's hollowed out.
It's like the no-brainer in Planet Terror. There's a no-facer. Anyway, in that scene, so this whole thing, compared to the first 2/3 of the movie. This thing is frantic. This is frenetic. We are escaping. We're seeing our dead friend. We're slipping and falling in her blood.
We're gouging out eyes.
We're getting shot.
We're
slashing
throats.
Yeah. So she slashes Victor's throat. He bleeds out. And that's when homegirl sees, she runs upstairs too, right?
Right.
That's when mom sees her and, basically captures her for a while, but then she starts monologuing at the moon.
Yeah.
Like, give me a sign. Give me a sign.
Yeah. And stabs
her
in the back.
That's a sign. Here's your sign.
Here's your sign.
Okay. Then she escapes to the cemetery. Mr. Ullman limps out there, finds her, convinces her, just listen to the group, succumb to the invitations that
I'm
they're
just
offering.
the messenger.
Just a messenger. You can shoot me if you want to.
Yeah.
Which is, we've seen this in movies before where it's like she realizes what's going on. She's realized there's something in her stomach, something happening, and he hints at it too. He's like, you're going to just let this happen.
Yeah.
And she tries to end it. She sacrifices herself.
Shoots herself in the head.
The side of the
big,
head.
big.
What's the prequel to Rosemary's Baby?
What was it? Room 1-2B or 1B?
Something like that.
It was good.
Like that reminded me of this.
Sizable exit wound from this GSW to the side of the head.
Oh, yeah.
Just going to say that.
Just like temple to temple, right? I mean, there's all brain you're hitting there.
Yeah.
But apparently
falls down. And now if you thought this was the end, were you okay with this?
Yeah. I'd been fine with
I
that.
wasn't.
Oh.
You want to see your protagonists fucking win, man.
Yeah, you do. But like you also, that's a form of winning in my book. Like,
is it?
Yeah.
No. Ending up
you
dead
won
is
because
not winning.
You did not allow the Antichrist to come into the world.
I agree with that.
Like it's a sacrifice for the
if you
greater
believe
good.
in that nonsense. You drink that Kool-Aid, Justin?
Well, if you're gonna paint a blood circle in my belly and I'm pregnant immediately, I believe it.
No, I don't.
I believe you just think you're bloated. Oh, I got some gas.
Well, yeah. Well, then that's the next big reveal. So she's not dead.
She's not dead,
but
she's just apparently the
at
cure.
The hospital, comatose.
The cure to one entry wound and one exit wound on both sides of your head is just a bandage. It's a big bandage around your head,
like in the old timey movies when someone's got a toothache.
You hurt your tooth. Yeah. You just rip it out and put a big old
bandage around the head.
Maybe an ice pack.
Yeah, but
there's a nurse that's distraught
because she's not
right.
All she's got a heartbeat. She's not doing anything else.
She's an eggplant right now. She is, but
nurse comes in, whispers something.
Whispers something. Don't worry, you'll be okay. And then she says, "Both of you."
Both
and pats
of you.
her belly.
Pats her belly. And then I hated that too. Hated it. Absolutely hated it.
Right, because you wanted to see the sex scene, which impregnated her. Is that what?
No, but I'm like she's not. It's a trope that I feel like it's forced in.
It's like a soap opera almost.
It gets forced in a lot where like, if it can't get any worse, you're also now pregnant. It's like, Jesus fucking
and
Christ.
It's raining.
Yeah. It's like, but so I hated that she shot herself in the head. And so the protagonist loses. I hated then that she lives, but she's pregnant, but it felt forced. She's not the promiscuous type. They don't set that up in any way. She has no boyfriend. There's no like.
There was no morality violation, right?
Yeah, she's not.
Maybe the money.
Guys. There's no other men. Like she's not this character that's like gonna happen to be pregnant. And if you which leads you to be the only way she got pregnant is if in an unshot scene in this movie they raped her. Then that's fucked up too, and that's also what you don't want to happen to your protagonist.
No, you don't. I also believe maybe because we're working with higher forces here. Maybe just the ritual could have sent. Maybe when the shadow went away from the eclipse, it went into her. Because
nope.
Because the shadow. The exposition was like, hey, scientists don't understand how the shadow moon disappeared so fast. Faster than ever, faster than possible. It should have been visible for 2 hours. It went away quickly.
Yeah.
So
did not like
little shout out to Ty West here. And I wanted to know what was happening. As long as Samantha's on screen and the credits are rolling, I'm like, something's going to happen, right?
Maybe if an eye opens.
Maybe an eye opens. Maybe a visitor pops in, walks in, a mysterious, we don't know who it is, in a robe, something. But
she goes flatline on the monitor, but nothing happens.
She smiles.
So, yeah. But
Yeah.
so another swerve, even when the credits are rolling, you're still like, all right, it's what's going to happen here.
That's what I thought. Like
Nothing
I skipped
happens,
to the end.
another little
Nothing.
Nothing. I did fast. I did step by step. I'm like, I'll go another minute. And
I was
nothing.
very disappointed.
But all in all, a good ride. Uneven as far as pacing goes, but sometimes that's better. Sometimes it's the payoff is worth waiting.
The payoff
Okay, we've got
wasn't
somebody
worth
shaking their head.
waiting.
Okay.
I think you really went downhill. So it's not.
Oh, no.
It's an average movie.
Okay.
But this is like one step ahead of Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, wow. This is
This
second
is
worst.
Second worst.
Wow. I think Mike disagrees.
I do. I already said I gave it
Mike puts
like
this up,
7 out of 10.
which is above Hellraiser.
And if the ending was
I've done
better,
way worse
if the
to
ending
Mike.
was better, it'd go up to 8.
Okay.
But
What if Megan would have come back from the dead with no face and like helped save the day?
no.
That would be maybe the worst.
She would have been talking like the dude in Thousand Corpse Eats Soup. Like, anyway. So, all right. Final thoughts, guys, before we go
got a
into the
lot-
categories.
Oh, before the
Okay.
categories.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is. I mean, I think we've hit all my thoughts on it. I think like. I think the slow burn aspect that turned some people off. I felt like there was enough tension there. There was enough camera tricks, enough subtle things the directors do to make you, director Ty West does to make you think something's about to happen and then doesn't, or make you think, oh, it's going to go this way and then it doesn't, or make you think that scene with Megan in the car where Victor comes to light her cigarette, that's going to last like 5 minutes and it lasts like 30 seconds because of It's like, whoa, I didn't know we were doing that.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Oh, you're not the babysitter?
Yeah. It's super fast. So, and then while I didn't like the very, very end, that all the stuff that happens in the last 15 minutes up to the very, very, very end, fast, furious, blood, gory, loved it.
Okay.
Really well done stuff.
Average film.
Okay. Well, average. I've heard you say some movies were bad, so like this is average. It's got to be above.
All right, it's above the bad ones.
Okay,
but like this is not
it's
your
above
highest
Martyrs
one.
or below Martyrs.
It's above Martyrs. I'm gonna
Martyrs
give
is
it
a 10.
So maybe a 12.
No, this is a 7. Martyrs is a 10.
Okay. All right, so go out of order. Gore score, guys.
Go first, Atticus.
It's higher, in my opinion, than Aliens.
Okay.
So
we gave that one 4.5.
I'll give this a 5.
I also said 5.
5. Okay.
There's a lot at the end, but it's only at the end. But it's also really like it's not cartoonish. It is like cutting your wrist open. It's pouring blood into like no cuts. Like she cuts her wrist, blood goes into the skull. They move the skull, pour it in her mouth. Now I know she's not really cutting her wrist. It's fucking.
She died.
It was a
that actor died.
There's a pack under there, but like the way they shoot it, they're like they make you think like it's the real blood coming out of a real person's wrist.
And
So
like
well done.
there's the gunshot at the beginning.
Gunshot is that you started to 4 when you've got that close up headshot. Like it wasn't.
Right.
It did a splatter, but it also showed her there, and it showed her face later. So I mean, we're starting at a 4.
Yeah,
I think there's a throat slash, which is pretty. It didn't show
some of the
knife
stuff
on
takes
throat.
place in the dark, like the eye gouging was dark.
Yeah, eye
but you
gouging.
could kind of see it, but
Gut wound,
Yeah.
knife in the back wasn't very gory.
that wasn't gory at all.
So 5, 5.5. Yeah, I'm in that range. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Charlie. Charlie's not here. I just figured that out.
He's on the happiest place on earth, apparently, which is
Where's the
Disney.
Netherlands?
Disney again. I mean, they're pretty
Norway?
happy. They're pretty happy in Norway. Look at that guy, that soccer player with all those bags.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Hall of Fame. Let's quickly go through Ty West.
I think he's in the conversation at some
think he's
point.
starting to be in the conversation.
I don't think he's in yet.
I think
you got to stray more from the Maxine trilogy. You got to see some more work.
I hope you watch Sacrament.
Yeah,
because it's not a fun ride, but it's an intense ride, right? It's similar to this where it starts off a certain way. There's this group of people that are like, we got to find my sister. She's been with this stupid church group forever. So that's their motivation to go there. And then, obviously shit goes wrong. But
is that the found footage one?
yes, it's found footage, but it's well done. I also think maybe short to medium list where it's like we don't necessarily. I don't think he's got a chance of making this year's crop of inductees, but he's. I'd like to see a couple more.
Yeah.
Lead character, protagonist.
No.
Nah.
Yeah, she
Samantha wasn't smart.
She did fight pretty well though. She took down 4 people essentially. I mean, she stabbed
and then decided
Ullman.
to shoot herself in the head. Like, you just beat all these people.
That's true, but like,
finish the job. Call the police. Fuck out of there.
It's true, but what about her demon baby?
No, she doesn't have
her
a demon baby.
She's got a devil
no,
baby.
She does not.
Yes, she does.
No.
Didn't you see it? It was all black and veiny.
Jesus. What?
Devil
what
baby.
What movie did you watch?
Her stomach. Like, it showed her stomach, and it was like when she was looking at it, it was something. Something was
there
up.
There was something going on there. You're
Yeah.
Right.
It was that pizza.
I thought she was getting possessed. Like, I thought they were transferring bodies.
I mean, that's one way to describe pregnancy. You do have another spirit inside you.
Yeah,
that's
true.
I've heard them referred to as parasites too, but it's anyway. Anyway,
but no,
villains.
Samantha's not.
I'll go ahead and answer for you. I don't think the devil cult was well enough like marketed as far as like unique or anything. It was more just this normal group, if you will. Like they seemed kind of.
We see them briefly and then not again till the end, and then it's quick.
They were my
they're gone.
favorite villains ever.
What? Atticus is
shaking your head,
zagging.
You're being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Noonan he's a both. I mean, both the characters were creepy, like the wife and he were.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So definitely gave off creepy.
But yeah, not
vibes.
in the conversation.
A step above of like the strangers, basically.
Yeah. Strangers, I just think there's no person like they don't do a good job of really developing the strangers character. They're creepy. They're silent killers, right?
Yeah.
The first strangers, I liked it. Those were like actually good villains. What?
They're fine. They're fine. Yeah. Mid, as the kids like to say.
Mid.
So do you think the villain there's no villain in Marauders?
What about the house? Is the house a Hall of Fame house?
No.
It's a house.
I wouldn't recognize it.
That's true. It's not quite the Norman Bates house, but it's like, in that right. It's right there.
Yeah.
What about props? Any props? Any Walkmans or rotary
the
phone?
goat skull that they pour the blood
Goat
from?
skull. Okay.
Maybe the note. Order pizza.
Yeah, the pizza note. Hey, did I tell you don't forget to get the pizza? Because so I'm like, dude, I'm not ordering pizza. There's something creepy going on with this pizza.
Yeah.
That would be a red flag, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd just pocket the 20 and then I'd have $420 for $420. Nice.
Would you do that? And then he'd come back and be like, hey, did you get some pizza? And you'd be like, no.
Mm-hmm.
Would he be like,
nope, he rubbing my belly.
Get that $20 back.
That's good pizza. She talked him out of an extra $100.
I know.
What about the design of the mom? Did we like that? I thought it was pretty creepy, but
it was definitely creepy. It had to be because they withheld it, like how Psycho does. They talk about it, but they withhold it till the end. So it had to stand out. It couldn't just be like an older version of Tom Newton,
Kill count should be a pretty easy one. We got
is it 6?
Megan plus 4.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Samantha. Well, no, not Samantha.
Just 5.
We got.
How many? There's only
Mr.
3.
and Mrs. Allman.
There's 3.
Mother.
Two and the son. So that's 3 plus
Victor,
Megan.
Megan. That's it. 5.
Yeah, 4, 5.
It's at least 5. It's not 6. Yeah.
No 6.
It depends if we're counting Samantha.
Samantha didn't die. She's a vegetable, but she didn't die.
Yeah, we got the 4. We got the core 4. The mom plus 3. But the mom, did she die?
Yeah, she
I feel
did.
like I feel like she was.
She was at the end.
But didn't you see her like pushing images into Samantha's brain? She was actively crippling her with these.
Yeah, she was.
I think she was above that.
They didn't show that she was alive or dead.
I think she lived. That's who they should have had come into the hospital at the end.
Yeah,
with
a lot of different ways you could have gone with this ending to make it better.
So nitpicking the end, I agree, but I think the last 20 minutes was put that up against a lot of 20 minutes in different movies, and it would hold up. All right, guys, what have we not talked about, Mike? You're normally get the script, and I think I've done well.
Let me see here. We got to talk about Could You Escape This?
Oh, Could You Escape This? Now, what point? Mike's very particular on what can we not say? What's our rule? Say we accept the job?
Yes, you've accepted the job. You can't just be like, well, I don't babysit, so I wouldn't be there.
Won't babysit.
I think I would be able to survive this one.
Okay. At what point, what would you do different?
I wouldn't order pizza. I would know it's suspicious.
Dude, you love pizza.
I love pizza.
Ordering that pizza.
But like, what time is it at night,
I'm a fat kid. I'm ordering that pizza. Sorry.
What time is it at night?
Yeah, it's 8.
It's like 8:30.
I would have eaten by then. Hey, get
No,
it? Like 8.
no, man. They're not home till 12:30. You're eating some pizza at 8. You're eating some pizza at 11. You're grabbing one more slice for the road at 12:30.
Hey, nah.
He says, "Nah."
I seen you eat 2 cheeseburgers in one sitting. You're getting that pizza.
It's like I'm getting the double of special.
We went to burger night at First Street, and you were like, "Let me get 2.
Let me get 2
burgers, plates of burgers,
after
and
a football
fries."
game. That's after a football
It's still only $14. Not much more than the pizza that Megan got.
Like that's a
Or
pound of
Samantha.
burgers and toppings and like a pound and a half of fries.
And you know
Go
what?
for it, man.
All I was thinking
You
the
got
whole
that
time was-
metabolism. You can do it.
Exactly.
I do that. I got a crater in my belly for 2 days.
whole time I was watching, be like, I used to be able to do that.
Oh my gosh. Get 2 Chipotle burritos at once.
Never tried the 2 Chipotle.
My brother could do that when he was playing football. Yeah.
Atticus just had one of his first hefty burritos that you eat like that. So that's like the Chipotle burrito. So if you ever go there,
I'm just sticking with that place.
There's a place called Taqueria. Well, we can talk about this off pod.
So yeah, I'm getting that pizza, which means I guess I'm going to be poisoned. So I guess I'm not
What is the deal?
escaping.
Like, did they do the dosage for this big guys that we are? You know?
Right? I don't know, but see, I'm going to eat like all 8 slices though. I'm not like going to take 2 bites.
Here's the I'm not a tap water guy, so I wouldn't be drinking the tap water if that was poisoned in any way. But I don't think the water was poisoned.
Privilege is showing.
I would have brought my own like tumbler full of water and ice.
I'll drink out of the hose if I'm thirsty.
Well, yeah, as a kid, you had to, right?
I still have.
Nah,
you don't have to, but you could.
I've had to nowadays for football, but like,
I mean, we live in a country where you can. It's safe to drink out of that. Well, most
not in
places
Mexico.
it is.
Don't drink it in Mexico.
Flint for a while was a little rough.
Probably still is.
Anyway, so can we escape? Not if you eat the pizza and then you're tied up. Unless if she could break free, we could break free.
I think I would be able to break free. And I would kill them all there.
You have to pretend that you're a female too, because
no, you don't.
Yeah,
what?
you do, because the goal was
it's
to
you.
No, but the goal
It's
was to
you.
impregnate you, right?
No.
You wouldn't be getting that job, dog.
Yeah, they wouldn't be calling.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we wouldn't even
They'd call, or I'd like leave the message. They'd be like, "Not him."
They'd call and they'd be like, "Do you have a girlfriend?" Bring
But
her
here's the
along."
thing,
That's what
though.
they'd say.
Yeah.
Here's the
that's what they
thing.
do.
Well, here's the thing.
What's
You
the
take
thing?
down all the posters. They don't have anywhere else to go.
Yeah, but I don't think they leave the house. Like that's a unsuccessful mission at that point.
Or they just impregnate you and you push it out through the wiener. Like,
wow,
it's just a kidney
Isn't that
stone.
the that's an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, right? Wasn't he impregnated with a demon baby? Junior, right?
Junior.
Is that an actual film?
No, it wasn't a demon baby, but it is a man who figures out a way to bear a child. Right?
There's a SNL skit.
Right. They do say that you have to deliver via, the dong. All right. Anyway, so I'm going to say if I were her, it'd be tough. It'd be a similar situation because you're going to pass out. You're going to get, I assumed it was a magical ceremony. There was no off-screen rape going on, but, that's because I'm, a positive person and I don't like the essay.
I have another category.
What's the category?
Which one of these characters was from Baltimore?
Shoot. Dick Wallace. Dick Warlock.
It's Victor.
Victor.
My eye. Oh my God, my eye. My eye. You gouged it out. Oh my God, my eye. Help, my eye.
You gotta do the babysitter too. You're not the babysitter, hon. Nice.
You're not the babysitter, hon.
Boom.
Boom.
So
you're dead.
nice. You gotta make sure you add this to every episode. You gotta have a Baltimore
I'm working
guy.
on it. I usually forget until we sit down to do it. I'm like,
That brings us to our favorite part where we get to talk about what's coming up next week.
Oh,
Whose turn is it?
It's
Is
my
it
turn.
Mike's turn?
It's my turn, yes.
Oh no. Is it a French film?
It's not a French film.
Okay.
I've narrowed it down, but I'd like to ask you guys for some help.
Okay.
Should I do a creature feature?
Love creature features. Yes.
A body horror?
Creature feature.
A body horror? Or an exploitation flick?
Creeper feature.
Creature feature.
Okay. Well, that was a trick question because this is all three.
Damn it.
My pick is 1980s Humanoids from the Deep.
I have never seen Humanoids from the Deep.
Is this a movie?
Yes, it is. Make sure you watch the 1980 version. There's a 1996 TV movie. Don't watch that one.
Did you watch them both?
No.
Oh.
Well, because it's a TV movie. They ain't going to show shit. The 1980s Humanoids from the Deep. That's the one you want to watch.
All right.
Humanoids from the Deep. It's a good one. It's good.
That's awesome.
It's a little bit of everything for everybody. It's got a little bit of body, a little bit of creature feature, a lot of creature feature, a little bit of body horror, a little bit of boobs.
You tricked me almost as badly as you did with Dolly when it was like, hey, spoiler alert, I've seen this movie 3 times and I love it.
And Dolly's so good, man.
It's kind of lacking in the downloads. Hey, go out and listen to Dolly. It's giving Mike a complex here. I'm kidding. It's not really.
It's because Charlie wasn't on that one.
Monster. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one. So, originally titled Monster, and even like the opening credits, it says Monster, and then underneath in real tiny print says Humanoids from the Deep. So, yeah, that's the one.
Okay, so let's be the movie sommeliers before we leave. And by that, I mean, what movie should we pair with this movie? Anything that you can think of to pair with it?
What?
Another movie. Movies like
Creature
this.
From the Black Lagoon.
Okay. No. I'm talking about the
from
House of the Devil.
House of the Devil.
Should it be another babysitter movie? Should it be like Black Christmas where there's a call from, that's not babysitter. That's more sorority house. But when a stranger calls. Or should it be a retro 80s horror film?
Yeah. Should you just pair it up with X? Just get the double tie.
Or Pearl. Pearl.
You can't watch Pearl until you watch X.
That's what I've told my kids too. It's like, you got to watch X first, but I don't want to recommend. I'm not going to be the dad that says, hey, you guys need to go watch X. Like if they stumble upon it, that's fine.
Wait, isn't Pearl first?
Chronologically.
Yes, in like time order, yeah.
But you wouldn't get
No, you wouldn't care as much about Pearl if you didn't watch X first.
Correct.
So anyway, go watch the Maxine trilogy. Maxine is a sequel to X, and Pearl is a prequel that happens in between them.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we'll go watch that and The Sacrament and The Innkeepers. I'm going to watch The Innkeepers now. Anyway, so I'm going to do my best to do what Mike does here, and I'm going to say, first, I'm going to wrap this up and say I like this movie a lot. It's one that I like to recommend for casual is tricky because it gets a little gross at the end there, and there's the violent sudden death of Megan or whatever. So that might turn some people off, but this is a good creepy film that you don't have to be like a gore hound for or whatever. But I do like it. I like the retro element of it. So I do like to recommend it because not a lot of people have seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're right. I hadn't. Yeah.
I haven't seen it either.
And the box office dollars reflect that because it made like $100,000.
Right. Made 100, but maybe it's making it on the back end. Who knows? Maybe there's some streaming deals and it's like
was this was on Amazon. So I mean, that's a big streamer. It's not, it's not living on Tubi.
It got $5 more from me because I put it in my forever watching until they revoke my licenses for all these movies I own.
Exactly.
Can't wait till that day when I just flip out.
Yep. You're going to lose your shit when you're
they revoke your license.
Oh man.
Erases. I knew that shit was going to happen one day.
I mean, it's I'm just hoping that enough people can cause a stink where it's you can't take away. But yeah, I mean,
people are super happy that PlayStation's not going to make discs anymore.
I think we're going to be able to push that from happening too. They say into 28, and I think we're going to be able to have a big enough pushback. Who knows?
How would you revoke the license?
Basically, you're not selling a permanent copy. You're selling a license to use, right?
Would they refund this?
No, absolutely not.
So apparently
they take your money. You have the license for the game or the film for however long they let you have it. Right. And then when they say, hey, thanks, we're taking that back now, you just don't have it and they don't give you the money back.
Apparently Studio Canal just took off their library from PlayStation, which removed about 500. So if you had any of those 500 movies, then you don't have it anymore. Yeah.
And they're not going to refund all those people.
We'll see. I hope. Anyway, class action. Anyway. All right. Well, I appreciate every time I look at our report, it shows that, X amount of people have watched these movies, or not watched the movies, but have listened to our downloads, which means, we're doing something right. People keep tuning in, whether it just be us, just the three of us downloading our own film and listening to it. But thank you, as always, for sticking with us to the end here. This is way longer than I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be an hour and a 10-minute podcast. We'd be done.
We had to have a third chair.
Yeah, the third chair here.
Just kidding.
He added all his stuff.
Who, me?
He found a way to bring up boobies again, I think.
No, that was me.
Oh, that was you. Sorry.
Yeah, blaming me for nothing.
You did say when I brought up the nudity, you're like, I would have known about some nudity.
Damn, bring them up boobies.
Yeah. Anyway, so best way to help us out is to tell your friends that you heard about this podcast or you listened to it and you loved it, and make them download it. And, then they tell two friends, and then they tell two friends, and then they tell two friends.
Yeah.
And by the end, we're worldwide,
yeah.
Mr. Worldwide, like Pitbull. So like and subscribe.
Just like Pitbull.
And we really like some fan mail, right, Mike?
Yeah.
Mike is our mailbox. He opens the letters by hand.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a special letter opener from Heretic. He bought the one from Heretic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
drop
what else you got? Yeah.
Notes.
Link us in the show faces. Face smash us, whatever it's called.
We'll put you in our top 8 friends.
Yeah. Oh, I remember
Atticus
that.
Doesn't know what
with
that
Tom?
Is. Yeah.
What is top 8 friends?
See, told it.
Was that the MySpace? Or was that Facebook?
That was MySpace.
Okay, that's what.
Anyway.
You got no. I mean, I feel like I've done my best iteration of what Mike does so eloquently. So I'm going to let him finish this off.
All right. Well, yeah, that's it. This was, what was this called? The House of the Devil.
House of the Devil.
The House of the Devil. Thank you for listening to the All Guts So Gory podcast. Thank you, Atticus, for filling in for Charlie so adequately. Thank you, Justin.
You did as much homework as Charlie does. Oh.
Yeah, well.
Hey, he brought it for aliens. Come on.
He did. Oh, my gosh. You got new respect was formed from Mike in that one.
No, we love Charlie. Charlie's the man. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. This is All Guts So Gory. Andy, take us home.
This is the end, friend.